What's up, YouTube? Wanted to make a quick video on the VAVA Wireless Bluetooth Earbuds. I picked them up about a month ago, and while I was making the video, I figured I'd go ahead and throw a couple others out there just to give you a little comparison since I have them. Now, these over here, these are the Plantronics BackBeat Go 2, I believe they're called. Jaybird X2s, and these are the VAVAs. I think I paid $60 for these, and they were refurbished, but that was also like 2 years ago, so I'm sure prices have come down just slightly anyway. X2s, I want to say I give $80. I've actually owned 2 pair of those. First ones I lost on a motorcycle ride. Then I ordered these, and I think I probably paid about $80 for each set, and they're excellent. I love them, but not even a year in, and one of them, I don't remember which earbud, but one of the earbuds has developed a loose wire, and so basically you got one speaker working. And if you jiggle the wire around just right, you can get it to where the other one will work again. But as soon as you brush it up against your shoulder or take them out of your ear or put them in, it breaks connection again. So they're pretty much done. And then the VAVA, these things I bought just to try them because they're only $26 on Amazon Prime. And I absolutely love them. I'm glad I did. Hands down the best value. I think when these were new, if I was lucky, I might get 3.5 hours use out of them before the battery was shot. The Jaybirds, that's the reason what kind of made me fall in love with them, is the battery on them would last 6 hours easy. And if you can see that, the earbud itself is just kind of got a slight bend in it, so it fits your ear canal just slightly better than the straight ones, such as the Plantronics. They're just straight. And the VAVA, as you can see, the bend on them is more exaggerated, and they have the little earpiece built into them. And the battery life on these things is what really makes them, besides the price, the battery life is really what makes these things just absolutely awesome. I have no problem at all going all day at work on a single charge, and that's using them pretty consistently. And I'm talking 10-hour day too, not a 8-hour shift. I can get 10 hours out of them. Now, I've never sat down excuse me, I've never sat down and watched 7 or 8 hours worth of video or music consistently, all at one time. So I'm not sure how long the battery life would last, all at one time. But I would be willing to bet it would still go 7, if not 8 hours. But like I said, I usually can go 12 hours, maybe a little bit longer, depending on use. And they just keep trucking. So absolutely love them for battery life. I love them for the comfort and the fit. The fit and finish, the quality of it is it's top notch. I mean, they're fairly simple. There's not a whole lot to them as far as looks or design or whatever, but they're functionally they're great. Price, they're fantastic. And about the only downside to them, which is really nitpicking, on the Plantronics, you see there, you plug your charger directly into the earbud itself there, and you see the cap on it's already wore off. These things are like 2 years old, but they still work. But you see the wires kind of almost cut in half there. The rubber ends to the earbuds, they're both worn off a long time ago. So I mean, these things are just about ready for the trash can. But 2 years in, and I guarantee you far more abuse to them than the average user, because these things, I can't tell you how many times they've been stepped on or thrown in a piece of equipment and sat on, you name it, and they're like Old Faithful. They just keep on keeping on. The Jaybirds, they too, you plug the charger into the rear of the earbud itself. It's got a little plastic cap though that you hear it snap there. So I really like that design better, the plugging the charger into the earbud. It just feels more solid. Feels like you don't, like nothing's gonna break or come loose. The VAVA, you plug your charger in into your little 3-button remote here. So, it's not really that big of a deal. Like I said, it's kind of nitpicking, and then it's got this little cheapo plastic cap that you just throw over it. So I mean, it is nitpicking, and this might be fine. It may even be better for all I know. It feels like, to me, when you plug the charger in, it feels like the earbuds, the Jaybirds and the Plantronics. It feels like those are just slightly more solid of a connection. I don't know what that thing's called, the mini USB or whatever it is, micro USB. It just feels like it's just not loose, just not quite as solid. So, but again, that's the only real negative side to them. As you can see, they're magnetized, so when you're not using them, you can just kind of stick them together, and that way they make a loop there, and they'll stay on your neck, especially if you're working or something. And to be honest with you, when I first got them, I thought, well, that's cool, I guess, but I didn't really figure I'd use it. I use that a lot, not so much like that, but a lot of times if I'm in a piece of equipment or even in a truck or something, if I'm not wanting to use them, I can just take them off, and then anything with iron in it, a lot of times, like I said, if I'm on a piece of equipment, I'll just stick them directly to the dashboard, both earbuds. And of course, magnets will just hold them there until I'm ready to use them again. So even though I didn't realize it going in, that is a really cool feature, and I probably won't never want to go back to anything else, especially when you consider the price and all the functionality that they offer. So, but that's about it, guys. I'm trying to keep these videos fairly short, because I know most of y'all are like myself. You don't want to sit around and listen to somebody ramble. So hopefully you find this video a little bit helpful. Hope y'all are having a good day. That's the Down and Dirty on the VAVA Bluetooth Earbuds. Peace.